we meet one of the most horrifying NPCs in Critical Role history. Welcome to Roll Recap, the Character Sheet's weekly-ish look back at the latest Critical Role episode. Today, we're looking at episode 46 of Campaign 3. Now, if you don't want to be spoiled about the most recent Critical Role campaign, or more specifically, episode number 46, turn away now.
I warned you!
This week's episode focused primarily on Morrigan, Fearne's foster grandmother and a powerful hag of the Fey realm. As appropriate for a creature born out of the minds of Matt and Ashley, Morrigan, or the Fate Stitcher, is a terrifying and amazing creature. Mori, as she's affectionately called by Fearne, has two faces, one attached to a long retractable neck, and a larger face embedded in her stomach. Each face seems to have its own personality, although they seem to be a singular entity. She is, quite frankly, one of the most disturbing and terrifying NPCs in the show's history, and that's saying something because there have been a lot of truly disturbing characters on the show. Now, Mori lives in Ligament Manor, which on the surface seems like a house of horrors. Sure, it has its own tiki bar and delightful talking animals, but it also has curtains made of skin, and a collection room filled with all sort of awful things that Morrigan has traded for in exchange for various favors. At least a few of the topiaries in Ligament Manor's garden were probably once people, trespassers from the Unseelie court who tried to capture Fearne and use her as leverage against her parents. Morrigan can't directly accompany Bell's Hells in their quest to interrupt the Ruby Vanguard's plan to free the God-Eater Predathos from its prison in Rudis. She did provide them with instructions on where the Malleus Key, this machine that is critical to their plan to free Predathos, where that key is located in the Feywild, and she also gave them a few helpful magic items. Mori, more importantly, promised them safe haven in the future, should things go terribly, terribly wrong. It's really fascinating to see the forces assembling at the edges of Bell's Hell story. Mori joins the level 20, basically superhero-esque Vox Machina as potential allies, while their main villain is a likely near-immortal archmage who is literally trying to kill gods. There's also the Celestial Solstice to keep in mind, a magical event that has been the catalyst for the Raven Queen's ascension into godhood, and also the Calamity itself. And while Ludinus plans to use the Solstice to free Predathos from his moon prison, who knows what other possible threats could be lurking and waiting to use the Solstice for their own uses. The events of this campaign feel much, much bigger than Bell's Hells. So, just how are they going to survive this? Now, were you terrified or amazed by Morrigan? Or a little bit of both? Let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe the Character Sheet.